Hey folks, JD here, and today I'm going to be using some Elegoo FEP film to change my FEP film. Essentially, when I was cleaning it the other day, look at this, don't know how well you can see this, but up here, where are we looking? There is ever so small, a tiny nick right there. And obviously that can't do, so I decide that I'm gonna buy new films and I'm gonna replace it. So the films themselves are pretty expensive. These were £15 for two, but they are Elegoo, so I don't mind paying for the proper stuff. So I'm gonna use my nitrile gloves. I have washed away, I think, the majority of resin, but I'm not taking a chance with this stuff because I do react to it and I do start itching like hell. Now this little nick here was caused by countless times of using this and noticing something that I don't think anybody else has covered. These little tiny bits of resin here seep underneath the FEP film and this metal casing, and the tank rather. So what happens is, as soon as the build plate comes down, obviously with this reversed, comes down and pushes against it, then any sort of hard resin you've got around the outside is then going to be pushed into the film. Fortunately with me it didn't get that far, because otherwise I would have cracked all the glass on the printer itself. So fortunately I noticed it, and beforehand, because I was getting ready to print off some of my demon models that I'm making. So what you've got to do first is take apart these big screws. So with that out, let me just turn this upside down. Does that gasket just fall out? Yes, it does. The gasket falls out, and attached to the gasket is the film. So the one side is full of resin and the other side is not, and that's the side it goes back in because the screws face up. So I'm not going to be using this film again, so I'm just going to put that on the kitchen roll, because I don't really mind this stuff getting mucked up because it's going directly in the bin. So there you go. Right, so if I start throwing my tools everywhere, so now I've got all of these screws to undo. The gasket should lift off, revealing the film underneath. Now that's the original film. Give me a second, folks. I'm just going to throw that away. There we go. And then I'm just going to change my gloves because I don't want, because that had dry resin on it. I don't want to be touching that and then touching the tools and everything. And come here, you. There we go. So, right, put the one on again. Come on, get in there. You damn glove. Right, there we go. Beautiful, there's the one. And then the second one. And now, when I come to open this film, the FEP film is surrounded by two other bits of film, and apparently it's very difficult to determine which one is which. So let's open this packet. Now there are two films in here, so I think, yeah, two pieces. So I'm going to try and, there we are, there's one, there's the other. So if I put the one there for now, because it's still covered in its plastic, and I'll put the clean one back in there, and I'll get another order for another few of those FEP film liners. And then in here there should be, let's have a look. So inside here, do you know what, for this I can't feel anything with these on. I'm going to take those gloves off and I'm gonna have a feel around and see what I've got. What does it say on the back there? It doesn't say. See, it doesn't say. So, one thing I am going to do though, before I forget, is move those two gaskets on top of there. Actually, I'll put one there. I'll put the other one there because I don't want to get. Oh yeah, that's the bottom one. I don't want to get. Oh, silly John. I don't want to get resin. Sorry, kitchen towel underneath the gasket. Now, all I'm trying to do for a second is separate these films because I can. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's one peeled off. That's the outer layer. And then I can see the film, and I can see there's another layer. My God, so what I'm going to do, because you've got to cut down these FEP films, I'm not going to be too careful with the outside. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. So there's the other outer, leaving... leaving the one in the middle there. Now, that one in the middle, just saying, has not got any holes. Right, blades. Everyone be careful with the blades. He says, go along the inside, taking out the plastic. I don't know why I started talking like that. That's why you never cut towards yourself. Right. There we go. And now with all that gone, I'm going to close the blade on the Stanley. And I'm going to go around one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, just one last time on the gasket. There we are, that was loose. It's worth you taking the extra 5 minutes and just going over it, because otherwise you'll be, as I've said about 5 times in this video, you'll be cleaning up resin from your table. And quite honestly, the price on resin, I don't want to be doing that, and neither do you. Right then, so that one's on. Yeah, these all have come undone a little bit since putting those big screws in. Since putting those big screws in, these have all come undone a little bit. So it's worth you just going around and just checking them. And the one final check, which I don't know, but it looks a little bit sus to me. I'm just going to check that all those screws are underneath the lip of the reservoir. Yeah, I'd say that pretty much they're all done. So there you go. And that, my friends, is how to replace the FEP film for Elegoo Mars. There we are. So the next thing to do now is just to fill it full of resin. Well, actually, I'm going to fill it full of water first and see if it's okay. And then I'm going to fill it full of resin and then I'm going to get my printer printed again. Alright, my friends, well, thanks ever so much for watching and listening. I hope this has been of some use to you. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and ring that bell too. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy printing.